Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Gerard Pique, as it has been reported that the Barcelona centre back could be forced to leave the club next summer. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this report, let me that manager Xavi believes more competition in the team will definitely improve Barca. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified. Whenever I post a new video, consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Gerard Piqué has had a very difficult start this season at Barca, as he finds himself occupying the bench than being on the pitch this season. The 35-year-old had been a permanent fixture for the majority of the last term, until injuries started to take a toll on him towards the end. And with Barcelona bringing in new defenders this summer in Andres Christensen and Jules Koundé, the veteran star has dropped down the pecking order. Manager Xavi Hernandez had spoken to Piqué about relying on him less and less this season, and it has come to fruition as the ex-Spain international has featured in just 2 of the 8 matches that Barca have played in all competitions, clocking up just 135 minutes. There had been speculations earlier this month that the relationship between him and Xavi has become tense over the game time situation. There were even claims that Barcelona hoped Piqué would retire at the end of the season. So while the defender does not have plans to hang up his boots anytime soon, he may still end up not playing for Barca beyond the ongoing campaign. Indeed, as per a report from Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, even though Piqué's contract with Barcelona runs until the summer of 2024, it could expire next year itself if he does not feature in a fixed number of matches over the course of the ongoing campaign. As per the report, the veteran defender must play at least in 35% of Barca's games this season, or else he could find himself without a contract. And early signs are that he might not even end up reaching the target, as he had hardly been used by Xavi. While it is plausible that the situation might change at some point in the future, especially with the rest of the centre-backs travelling to the World Cup, as things stand, Piqué could be forced out of Camp Nou next year itself due to his special clause in his contract. In fact, Barcelona are already lining up an experienced replacement for him in the form of Athletic Club's Inigo Martinez. Gerard Piqué has had a very bad season so far for Barca, having played very little minutes of football, and with reports now saying how there's a tense relationship going on between him and Xavi, which I don't believe is true. But honestly speaking, I think this should be his last season, even though his contract ends in 2024. With the way he has been left on the bench quite often, I don't see him still being there again for another time on the bench next season. But if he likes to be there, no problem. But from the way I'm seeing our manager Xavi, he does not plan anytime soon to put Piqué on the starting 11. Talk less of next season, right? So let's see how it goes. But leaving next season I think will be a good decision if Piqué can do so, rather than being on the bench, or to create a kind of atmosphere between him and his former teammate Xavi about game time, which will make no sense. Barca is in the transitional phase with young players now taking the fold. We can see also Jordi Alba being replaced by youngster Alejandro Balde. That tells you the way things have changed. Veterans are no more seeing a lot of minutes, and rightfully, I think Xavi is doing a good job trying to little by little phase out those veterans from the squad and focus on young blood, focus on versatile, on young players who are vibrant. So things are not even looking promising at all for Gerard Piqué. And now that we have players like Jules Koundé, we have Ronald Araujo, Eric Garcia, and Andres Christensen at the centre-back position, it's even more difficult to imagine Piqué being ahead of them in the pecking order, which even makes the possibility of Piqué staying above or beyond the season looking so unlikely. So the thing is, Piqué have that idea of he wants to just retire at Barca, stop football at Barca without going to any other place. Maybe people like Busquets, they already have a plan that they'll go to the MLS or something like that. I don't know about Jordi Alba. Barca also want to get rid of Jordi Alba. but it seems as though the player will see out his contract before leaving, as Xavi has no plans for him as well. Of course, let's see how it goes for Gerard Pique, most in particular, who sees his time really reduced at Barcelona, as we have informed players at the center of the park. And definitely, I don't think anybody is out there who misses Gerard Pique. So I think Pique can still be used in some Copa del Rey matches when we play, especially those fourth division or third division teams in Spain. Those are the kind of games that Xavi can likely play him there. But talking about our main players at the back, they'll have some rest in those kind of games. So let's see how Pique's future will look like if he will indeed leave before his contract expires, or he will be patient to be on the bench till 2024. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona did not spare any efforts to strengthen their squad during this past summer transfer window. As many as 8 players came through the doors as Barca signed Frank Kessié, Andres Christensen, Rafinha, Robert Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, Marcos Alonso, Hector Bellerin and Pablo Torre. Manager Xavi Hernandez had already made it so clear soon upon his arrival that he wanted 2 players per position so that there is another quality depth in the squad, which will allow him to seamlessly rotate without compromising on the result. And a fresh report from Mundo Deportivo claims that the strategy with regards to the transfer will remain the same, as Xavi and his coaching staff believe that the greater the competition in the squad, the better for the team. There is no denying that having quality players on the sidelines ready to step into the side does benefit the team a lot. It keeps the stars on their toes and provides motivation to keep doing their very best or lose their spots in the lineup. At the same time, in case injuries are there or suspensions come along, Barca would have a player of equal caliber ready to take over the fold, not hampering the team's momentum. This is why, even though Barcelona already have 5 centre-backs on their roster this season, Xavi wants to sign Inigo Martinez next summer. The Athletic Club Bilbao defender will be a free agent in 2023 and could be bound to Spotify Camp Nou as the manager seeks to experience as an experienced left-footed centre-back. Xavi's efforts are starting to bear a good result as Barcelona have made a tremendous start to the new season, and it will not come as a surprise to see Joan Laporta and co. back the club legend again in the market as he looks to build an all-conquering team. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.